We will be dealing with some of the basic questions related to tort law for enlightening our knowledge in the subject of law. So, without wasting any time, let's start with it. The first question is, what does negligence involve? Options are A. A crime, B. Carelessness, C. Assault, or D. Trespass. The correct answer to this question is option B. That is, negligence involves carelessness. The next question is, the punitive punishment are not given in the cases of torts. This statement is A. True, B. False, C. It depends on the case, or D. None of these. The correct answer is A. That is true, which means that it is correct and true to state that punitive punishments are not given in the cases of torts. The next question is, the punishments awarded in case of torts are options are A. Unliquidated, B. Imprisonment, C. Fine, or D. Both A and C. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say that in the cases of torts, the type of punishment which are awarded are unliquidated as well as fines, but no imprisonment of any term is given in case of torts. The next question is, which of the following legal maxim is not related to the law of tort? Options are A. Ubi jus ibi remedium, B. Ex turpi causa non uritor action, C. Res ipsa loquitur, or D. Consensus ad idem. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say consensus ad idem is a legal maxim which is not related to the law of torts. Else all are related to the law of torts. Next question is, the pigeonhole theory for the law of torts are given by which of the following persons? Options are A. Salmond, B. Winfield, C. Lord Macaulay, or none of the above. The correct answer to this question is option A. That means to say Salmond gave the pigeonhole theory of the law of torts. The next question is, some acts are regarded both as crime as well as tort. Which of the following is not one such example? The options are A. Defamation, B. Negligence, C. Culpable homicide, or D. None of these. The correct answer to this question is option C. That is, culpable homicide is an act which are not the example of the act which can be termed as crime as well as tort. Culpable homicide is a crime and it cannot be treated under a tort. And the punishment of culpable homicide is imprisonment to a certain period of time. The purpose behind the punishments given under the law of tort is not which of the following. Options are A. Giving compensation to the victim, B. Deterrence, C. Corrective justice, or D. Weakening the accused. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say the purpose behind the punishments under the law of torts is not to weaken the accused, but to give compensation to the victim and provide a corrective justice to the victim of the law of torts. The next question is, in the case of trespass to the person, which of the following defenses will not apply? Options are A. private defense, B. lawful authority, C. contributory negligence, or D. none of the above? The correct answer to this question is option C. That means to say contributory negligence cannot be taken as defense in the case of a person trespassing into the property of another. The next question is punitive punishments are not given in the cases of torts. This statement is options are A. true, B. false, C. depends on the case, or D. none of these. The correct answer to this question is option A. That is, punitive punishment are not given in the case of torts is a true statement. The next question is which of the following interests are not protected by the law of torts? Options are A. physical injury, B. reputation, C. injury to property, or D. loss in business due to breach of contract. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say the loss in a business due to breach of contract is not protected by the law of torts. The next question is why defamation is a tort? Options are A. In defamation, individuals have a right to be free from bodily harm. B. Individuals have the right to conduct business without interference. C. Individuals have the right to own property. Or D. Individuals have the right to enjoy a good reputation. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say individuals have a right to enjoy a good reputation, and that is why the defamation is a tort. Because in defamation, the reputation of a person is hampered. Next question is defamation involves which of the following? Options are A. using a weapon, B. at least 5 people to be present, C. a contract, or D. making false statements about someone. The correct answer to this question is option D. That means to say defamation involves making false statement about a person due to which the reputation or the name of that person can be hampered, or an evil statement or an evil reputation can be formed about that particular person. The next question is a loud bass beat that can be heard through an apartment wall at midnight can be classified as which of the following offenses? Options are A. nuisance, B. trespass, C. interference with contractual relations, or D. conversion. The correct answer to this question is option A. That is, this offense can be classified as nuisance to another person. Next question is which of the following is an example of trespass? Options are A. Ram walks in front of Raj's house, staying on the sidewalk. B. Joy hunts on Ram's land without Ram's permission. While there, Joy shoots one of the Ram cows, mistaking the cow for a deer. Ram sells his cow to make a living. C. Josh borrows Luke's car after Josh asks Luke to run the store to pick up some milk. Or D. Lisa walks into Heather's house, who has invited her over for lunch. The correct answer to this question is option B. That means to say the situation where Joy hunts on Ram's land without Ram's permission. While there, Joy shoots one of the Ram's cows, mistaking the cow for a deer. Ram sells his cow to make a living is a perfect example of trespassing into another person's property. The last question is what main element differentiates the crime of battery from the tort of battery? Options are A. In a criminal battery, two or more people must be present. B. In a criminal battery, a person is actually injured. In a tort battery, the person is not hurt. C. The unwanted touch, we have a right to be free from bodily harm. Or D. There is no tort of battery, all batteries are crime. The correct answer to this question is option C. That is, the unwanted touch differentiates the crime of battery from the tort of battery, as we all have a right to be free from bodily harm.